Good morning, dreamers. So today, the project I am starting is skirting. I'm going to start skirting at least the front part of the mobile home. So I'm going to go ahead and get that started. Let me show you what I'm skirting it with. Cedar. So if you follow Country Road Cure, he had a bunch of cedar planks that they were planking up, and he had a bunch of scrap left over, and he's like, I'm not sure what I want to do with that. And I told him, skirt it. He's doing a shed conversion. Him and his wife are doing a shed conversion, and I had always thought about doing this. I wasn't sure if I was going to use the planks or if I was going to use the first cuts like I did on the shower. But I decided on the planks because it's a cleaner look. And after I saw theirs skirted with the planks, I was definitely sure I wanted to do the planks. So I was able to get 400 pieces of cedar for super cheap. They were like 60 cents a piece, I think I figured it out at. So this is enough wood to go all the way around my trailer. And then I will have some left over that I can maybe line a closet with or do the bathroom with, or I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of it. But that's what I got going on. And I'm just going to do these cedar planks all along underneath to try and block some of this wind and keep the cats out of my new insulation that I'm putting in. So let me get busy. Oh, here's the other thing that I got. This lawn tractor, let me get my shadow out of the way. This lawn tractor for $65 runs perfect. It had a dead battery, so I have a new battery that I'm gonna put in it. But this, I will be able to attach my little gorilla cart to it and move boulders around or tree stumps or whatever else I got to move around on the property without having to kill my back dragging it across. So that is going to be absolutely awesome. I still have to get a gas tank so I can fill it with gas when it runs out. So that's on my to-do list. But for now, or an empty gas can, I should say. But for now, it's got a little bit of gas in it. I'm not using it today, though, because we're going to start skirting the front half of this mobile. And so my winds come from the north up here. And I'm going to at least start skirting the front half because that doesn't interfere with when we do the tie downs with these straps. So I'm going to go ahead and get busy on it and see how this works out. Now the boards that I got are 50 inches and to this level here is 48 inches down. So that's the tallest part of my land, I hope. And if there's other areas, it might be taller over on this end. Now I measured this end, but yeah, if I need taller boards for in here, then I will go and purchase some 8-footers. But these are 50-inch boards, so I'm going to go ahead and get started and at least put a big dent in this today, I hope, if all goes well. Okay, so I have never skirted a mobile home before, and I started to take this piece off, but I'm starting to think that if I leave that on there, pull out all these staples, of course, that are sticking out, but if I leave that on there like that, then when I do, of course I have to cut this to length, but when I do the skirting, maybe I could just butt it up like that right underneath this ledge. And I think I might do that because I have this piece all the way around. I'm pulling off the lower plastic piece that held the old plastic skirting on. So I think I might do that. I'm gonna leave this piece on. It's a plastic piece. Underneath that is metal. So I could take it off and just put it on the metal. Hi. You know, I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to take this off, that plastic piece off. Sorry, I know I'm moving the camera around a lot. I'm just trying to film this at the same time I'm trying to figure it out. But if I do it like that, maybe, because I don't know if you can't really, okay, you can't really see it with this piece, but right here, you can see that there is a lip there. So the water would come down, I think, and then just run right onto the top of that board, which would not, yeah, maybe I'll leave that plastic piece on. Show that the, oh, let's see if I can get it back on here. So then maybe, oh, I don't know. I think I'm gonna leave the plastic piece on. It's on the trailer all the way around. Although, yeah, see, it's all funky in some places. But then so is the metal. So you know what? I'm gonna leave it on for now. I could always come back later and take it back off, which would be a pain, but I guess I'll leave it on for now. So let me get some pliers out here and start pulling staples, which I'm not gonna make you guys watch because that's just super boring and the story of my life with the mobile home, pulling staples. So let me get at it. Okay guys, so an hour later, not really, but it sure feels like it. I have 2 sticks up, and now I have to figure out how I'm going to do the framing behind it. I want to get these up and level so I could see, like underneath this frame, there's like a gap here. So I don't know how I'm going to frame this in to attach the boards to the bottom. I'm thinking maybe just a 4x4 here, and then I can attach a 2x4 across the top, the bottom of it. And yeah, I don't know. So that's part of what takes so long doing this, is that, you know, it's the figuring and stuff, because it's not like it came with instructions. So here's a view from the other side. Here's the siding, and there's like a, I don't know, 3/4 inch gap there between the frame and the board. But I'd like framework under here that I can attach all these boards at the top and the bottom. And there's also going to be an access door in here. So I do need framework. I just got to figure out how I'm going to do that. So back to the drawing board, and let's see what I can come up with. But I'm thinking 4x4 posts. 4x4 posts right here in the corner, straight down, and then hopefully it won't stick out. So my siding will be straight, you know, the skirting will be straight across. And I do have some pressure treated 4x4s. So I think I'm gonna go grab those and cut them. Yay. Those are never my fun thing to cut, but I could do that on the chop saw. And go from there. I just don't want to use up a bunch of 4x4 posts all along here, because this is going to span this area. But I got these big long areas, and I don't want to drop a bunch of 4x4s. So I got to figure out a way to do 2x4s and have them stick out enough. Like have a 2x4 laying sideways here that I can attach to the bottom of the rim joist, but still have it stick out far enough. But there's this lip underneath here. Let me show you. So I don't know if you could see that. And maybe the 4x4, I mean the rim joist is, where's my finger? Way up here. And then I've got this 2-3 inch, probably a 3-inch overhang from the plastic and the metal that comes down under it. So I'll have to figure something out. Like I said, that's part of what takes so long on everything is just the figuring, trying to figure out what I want to do and how I want to do it to make it last the longest. And then sometimes I just overcomplicate it. So maybe I just need to sit and have a cup of coffee and think about it for a bit. So I will be back. Okay, guys, I think I got it figured out. If Dilly would get out of there. Ah, leave the rock. Oy, this dog. Okay, guys. I think I have it figured out, which requires stopping, of course, and going to the store to get some more pressure-treated 2x4s because I didn't have quite as many as I thought I did. Wish I would have bought a whole lot more when they were cheaper. But here's what I've come up with. So instead of using my 4x4 posts, I'm just going to do a frame like this with the 2x4. This is just a scrap that I had. It's not pressure-treated. But a 2x4 like that, and another one going out that way. But for the front part, I'm going to do a 2x4 across the top here. That won't be attached to the frame at all, because there's really no way to attach it unless I bolt through the frame, and I'm not doing that. It's just skirting. My plan is to do a 2x4 frame right tight up underneath this metal frame, and then I'll box it in so there won't be anything going across the bottom, like the bottom on the dirt, but just above that I'll do a 2x4 in between these two posts, and that's what I'll attach the bottom of the skirting to. So it'll be attached to the wood up here, it'll be attached to the wood down there, and this whole wall would have to come down before it would, and that's not going to happen because I got the bricks behind it holding it too. So I'm just going to hope that that works. That's the only solution I could come up with. So now it's already 2 o'clock and I am off to the stupid lumber store. I'm kicking myself for not buying the 2x4s when I was at Lowe's the other day, but my back was killing me, and the thought of loading 20 of them at that time was just overkill. And now I need them, and I wish I would have done it then, because then I'd be able to get busy on this project. So off to the store, get more wood. $6.46 a piece for a 2x4 by 8 foot pressure treated lumber. So crazy. But gonna go get those, and maybe I'll get some of it done tonight, but I doubt it. It's a ways to the store. Dilly, come. It's a trip to the store, and then, you know, once you get it all loaded and back home and unloaded, that day's pretty much shot, but we'll see how I feel when I get back. So I will check in with you guys when I get busy on this project again. Okay, y'all, back from the store, and let me show you. So when your trailer is full of wood and you don't feel like dealing with it, this is how you get 8 foot 2x4s home. Ouch. I only bought 10 of them, but I just flattened the front seat back all the way. And loaded them right across. So where there's a will, there's a way, man. So it was kind of fun driving home with them like that. They kept trying to, this whole pile kept trying to fall over on me. But all right, let me get this frame built and hopefully get some skirting up. Okay, I gotta make this wrap up of day number 1 super quick because I have 2% battery left. But I got this kind of framed in for the front. It is not attached or secured, but once those boards are on there, that will be attached and secured.